I wanted to get on here today and do a little card with you. That was my goal. I wanted to do a card. Let's see, why isn't this showing up? Sometimes the live does not show. There we go, finally. Well, I look a little tired today. I'm not really that tired, I'm surprised. So, happy Magic Monday, guys. I wanted to get on here. We're going to do a little Halloween card today. I know we did some bookmarks. We also did some other, we did some bookmarks. We did some, we did the Candy Haunted Mansion of my 13 projects of Halloween. Oh, and I forgot to plug in my adorable Halloween lights that I hung up for my videos, and I've forgotten to plug them in like 2 or 3 times. There we go. So hopefully now that's all on there. Good. Because I put up these lights just because I was doing all 13 projects of Halloween. So I'm so glad you tuned in. Today we're going to do a little Halloween card using Clever Cat. But I wanted to remind you really quickly about the card class I'm doing using the Blackberry Beauty paper. Oh, sorry to put my hand up there. It's an excellent card class. Here are the gorgeous cards. If you go back to my Facebook page or you go to my YouTube channel, you can see the video where I showcase all of the product that you'll be making. I mean, how pretty are these cards? I mean, hello. My favorite one is still the owl. I love this owl one. This one's my favorite. And I think my second favorite actually turned out to be this one, because this thistle paper wasn't really my fave, but I don't know, I love how this card turned out in the end. So you'll get a whole pack of this gorgeous paper, you get a whole pack of the ephemera pack, which I thought was right next to me, but it's clearly not. The ephemera pack are all these little embellishments that come up that are on the card. So it's a full pack of those. You'll get a whole roll of this ribbon. I love this purple posy scallop ribbon. And you're going to get a half a pack of these metallic pearls. But I mean, to me, the stunner is this gorgeous paper. Oh, there's my ephemera pack. A whole pack of this ephemera pack here. Okay. So you'll be getting a whole pack of this, as well as a video and the instructions, a PDF of the instructions of how to make each one of these cards, a full pack of this, full pack of the paper, half a pack of these pearls, just half a pack, and a full roll of this ribbon, a brand new roll. And for the first 6 people, got a stamp set. The first 6 people got this stamp set that signed up. Anyone that signs up now won't get the stamp set, but they'll get another really nice gift. I'll make sure that I put some other nice gift in there, but I don't know what it is yet. I have to go and kind of figure out how I'm going to do that, because it'll be different. But it won't be the birthday stamp set, which was exclusive. So so I'll make sure that whoever signs up at number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, those people will still get something nice. It just won't be the birthday stamp set. And so just letting you know, giving you a heads up. So you can sign up for that class. If you can sign up for that class on my YouTube channel. You can also sign up for it just if you click away from this video for a second, and you'll see, you scroll down, you'll see Blackberry Beauty class, and that's the class. So you can click on that and register there. And you can also message me or call me if you're having trouble registering. I can help you with all that. I just helped a lady in North Dakota sign up. You know, she wanted to sign up for the class, so I helped her because it wasn't working. The link wasn't working for her, so which is totally fine. I'm here to help you. That's no problem at all. And so I can help you with anything that you guys need. Like, that's what I do. And oops, sorry, my mouth is like covered. Let's see, what else was I going to tell you? That was all I could think of at that moment. I think, yeah, okay, this is my 13 projects of Halloween. I'll have another project on Friday. There was one other thing. I'll think of it later. Right now I can't think of it. But so just signing up for the class is the only thing for this. Oh, because it's my birthday month. That's why I made the Blackberry Beauty class so amazing with so much product. I mean, you're getting a lot of product for $35. I mean, it's insane. I mean, you're getting a lot of stuff, as well as 6 cards and the instructions to make more cards with what I designed, which is really cool. I'm really happy about how that turned out. And the paper itself is enough to make me swoon and want to do cards. I mean, it just is what it is. So anyway, well, let me go ahead and get started on our card. We're using the Clever Cat stamp set here, Clever Cats. And so super cute. And we're going to be using this stamp set, and we're just doing a lot of stamping today, so it's a little more, it's just one card, but because there's a lot more stamping, I'm going to show you a little more. All right, well, thanks so much. Let me go ahead and get us started. Okay, let's make sure this is good. Sometimes the paper will like pull away. There we go. There we go. I think that's right. All right. So I wanted to make sure my thing was on here. So as you can see, we're just doing a cute little card. I cased this from, oh gosh, I can't see who I cased it from, but it's like Happy Camping Stampers. I cased it from her. She used scraps. She wanted to use scraps in order to make her, oh, I gotta fix this. She wanted to use scraps in order to make her card, which I kind of liked. I like the idea of using scraps. There's a little bit of black missing, a little edge where you could see the macaron. And that was one of the techniques I was going to show you, is that you can actually use your marker to color in if you have a matching marker. And so, which is what I did here with this cat. I had, some of it was kind of blotchy over here, so I needed to color it in so that I could get it nice and clean looking. So, I love this cat. It's so perfect. I mean, he's so sassy looking and funny, and I just find it to be just a fun set. As well as I've used this spider, I've used these bats in other projects because, I mean, I think they're just versatile, and I like when a stamp set is very versatile. So remember, if you need to get anything, you can always go to FabulousStamper.com and put in this host code and pick up any of the items that I mentioned here in this video, or anything you need, even envelopes or white paper, basic black paper. So let me go ahead and set that over here to the side for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and show you our measurements for our card today. Our measurements for our card are real, they're not actually that basic. These little pieces, it just so happened that I cased, which casing means when you copy another person's idea. You take their idea and then make it your own. And she did it, the other person, I think it's Happy Camper Stamping, or, oh, I wish I had written it down, but my phone is recording, so I can't even look it up. What she had done is she had used white here, and I think the background here was like Bermuda Bay and like Pool Party or something. So I changed up the colors a little bit. I liked having the black, and then I went through literally I went through my scraps. I went through my scraps in order to find scraps of paper. Well, I happened to have this flirty flamingo in the background, and then I went to look for scraps, small scraps of cardstock to see what I had. It just so happened I had a lot of this mint macaron, and I happen to have the green, Granny Apple Green, which is my favorite, and Gorgeous Grape, which is also one of my faves. But I love this color green. Next to Lemon Lime Twist is my number one green, but we don't have it anymore. They took it away from us. So they, you know, some colors just retire. But I love this Granny Apple Green. It's such a nice bright green. So I went and got my scraps. So you have your basic black card base, and this is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card base. Then the Calypso Coral is 4 inches by 5 1/4, which is the standard layer usually coming down. And then this little piece, this black piece, is 4 inches by 2 3/4. And these little fussy pieces just happen to be I used her measurements so I could get the right proportion, but you could even use a different measurement. Like if your little black piece just happened to be bigger, you could just find a different proportion for it. So this is the grape is 1 5/8 by 2.5. See, I normally don't like to use eighths, but that's what happened based on this little black piece. And then 1 3/8 by 2 inches. That's this little Granny Apple Green piece. Oh, you can't really read my writing, I think. That's Granny. And then 1 inch by 2 inch for this little mint macaron piece. Okay. And so it's just you can use your scraps, which I love. And just put together a card with little scraps, which I thought was a fun idea, as opposed to cutting something totally new. And I didn't want to use designer series paper because I feel like I've used a lot of the new designer series paper to show you guys stuff. So you see, they took this down quite a bit in proportion to the Calypso Coral, and that's why the dimensions were kind of funny. But I loved how it turned out, the look of how it turned out in the end. So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp our little pieces. I'll set my coral over to the side for a second. We're going to stamp our pieces with black memento ink. And in order to stamp this little green, cat, there's a lot of surface area, and I know I've told you guys this before. When there's a lot of surface area underneath the stamp, when there's a lot of surface area underneath the stamp, let me grab it. You want to use a pad, or this is a piercing mat, or you could also use a catalog or something else a little denser in order to try and make sure you get a nice, clean, solid stamp. Let me go ahead and ink up my cat. Now, I don't really need the tail. I'm cutting off the cat's tail for this particular card because of the scraps. And so you see, I'm moving the bottom of the feet all the way down below the line almost, because I don't want to have any, I want it to look like it's sitting on the edge of the line. Sorry, let me move it to get it just right. Once you let your ink dry a minute, you gotta heat it back up a little. I think I got it right. Some of his paws might be cut off a little, we'll see. Okay, it's not as solid. You see how it's a little patchy? I think I needed to press a little better, but I can fix that. So it's a little patchy. It's not as solid as it should be. It should be more like this orange. I think it's possible that my ink is a little dried out. I might need to, yeah, I think my ink is dried out a little bit. And so I might need to ink up my black, because it did it a second ago too. So we'll go ahead and we'll stamp that particular stamp, and I'll show you how we can fix it, even if it's a little blotchy. And so let me show you again. So see how its fur is a little blotchy? Let me hold that right. And there we go. I forget if I'm in the camera or not. Yeah, there we go. And so it's a little blotchy, and that's because I think the ink is a little, I need to refill my ink. So that's just a side note. That's another thing to check. So now we're going to go ahead and stamp the little face on my, we're going to stamp the little face. Just because I have the black ink out, I want us to do all the black ink first, then we can do our little purple. And I'm stamping one little face in the corner here. Oh, it's a little bit over the edge, but I can show you how we can fix that in a minute. Okay. I had made it a little bit too high up, and that one too. It's kind of hard to get it right on the edge, and especially in the video because I'm showing you from upside down, so it's a little wonky. But I tend to look right over the top of my stamps when I stamp. Oops, that needs a little more. Yeah, I think my black ink is drying out. I think it's because look, I'm having to ink up even this broom a little bit more than I would have. And then I just do a little broom, and I wanted it to come off. That one turned out nice, actually. And then we're going to do a little spider. I recommend that you do the line first and then try to add the spider to the bottom, because otherwise you might not have enough room for your spider. I love this little spider. I used him on another project. Oh, perfect. He turned out really good. And then we'll do some little bats. Let me do my big bat first. Okay. So there we go. Now I've got all my stamped areas. And remember, when you comment and share on my video, I put you in for a drawing. Oh, and this is just called a stamping pierce mat. And this was just a scrap piece of paper. See, there are times when I haven't put down the paper and then it stains my little mat. And so I try to cover it with paper now just so that it doesn't look so gross. You know, but any kind of scrap piece of paper will be fine on there. So, oh, and I need to stamp my gorgeous grape sentiment right here. Have a perfect Halloween. Okay, and let's go ahead and put that right in the center. You can use any of the sentiments. Oh, I need to show you the stamp set. I don't know if I showed it to you. The stamp set is super cute. It has great sentiments. I'm using most of the stamps just on this one card. I'm not using this stamp or some of the sentiments, but I'm using, oh yeah, I'm using this on the inside. Yeah, I'm using almost all except for this and a couple sentiments. You could have used, hey, crazy cat, it's Halloween. My tail says it's the twitching hour, which is pretty funny. Really, I've been this cute all 9 lives, and I like that one actually. That one would be a good birthday one actually too. So I've actually used most of the stamps from this particular kit, this set today. So I've gotten all our little pieces together. So here's a trick. So let me hold this up to the camera a little bit closer. You see how it's not right flush with the line? I'll show you how we can fix that, okay? And I'll show you how I can fix the blotchiness of my little cat here, okay? How you do that, on this one turned out just fine, but for some reason, the other I just was off, and so this one looks just great. It was just a little bit, and it's, you know, sometimes it happens. So what I would do is I would take your basic black marker and literally just fill in that tiny little edge of mint macaron that didn't get stamped, just so it looks clean. It gives it a nice clean finish. And I'm not actually going to color the whole head. If it's really obvious that you need to color the whole entire face, again, you can, because technically this basic black is not exactly the same color as the Memento, but it's almost exactly. I don't see any lines here, but I'll show you on the cat how you'll get some lines. So like if I color right here and give it a second, you can definitely see how I colored in the blotchiness of this particular cat, because this color is not exactly the same. But in order to color it, I'm just going to color it again to try and get that blotchiness away, which I just hate to waste a nice stamped image. You know, I could stamp it again, but really it's just that I need to re-ink my thing. So I'm just going to color this really quick to get it nice and dark. Also, earlier when I stamped this one, I didn't have a pad underneath, and so it was blotchy because of that. So we'll color that real quick. So that's a quick fix. If you have a really broad, flat surface area on a stamp, you can just, there we go. You can just color in your area with the same color. That's why I only use Stampin' Up inks pretty much, because they all match. So my ink and my markers will match. So you really don't have that, oh, well, I can't fill it in, I can't fix it. Oops, I ran a little bit into his eye. It's because I'm using the brush. But I love the brush so much. You could also use the fine tip side when you get to those sensitive, like really narrow areas. And remember, you can always, whenever you share, comment on my video and share it, you're entered into a drawing for the projects I'm making in the video. So my friend Alicia, we went to junior high together, she won once. And another friend that I made actually through just online networking, she's a Scentsy, she sells Scentsy, her name's Tony, and she'll comment, she got it another time. And my customer Holly, she got one time. And so it's pretty fun. I like to, I mean, because otherwise I have all these projects and then what am I going to do with them? I mean, in theory you could sell them, but selling stuff online is kind of hard. Even on Etsy, there's a lot of fees. And so sometimes it's not really worth it if the item is really small. If the item is not a very expensive item, sometimes it's not worth it. That's why I like to do my classes, because you also get more for your money. And so I also find that I sell more in that way. So just a little insight into my little Stampin' Up life. I've been doing Stampin' Up for well over 15 years, like just crafting with exclusively Stampin' Up items. Because I had a friend, my friend Betsy Sipkar, I met her at school. I was a teacher there. And she told me about her little crafting classes that she did. And so I signed up and would just go once a month to her house and craft. And we just had a great time. And I never wanted to join or sell because it just didn't interest me to sell the products. I just had no interest. And a few years ago, about, I guess it's 5 years ago, I had moved here to San Antonio and I wanted to do some more Stampin' Up crafting. And so I found my friend Candy, and I would just go to her classes. I didn't want to sell anything, didn't want to join. And then I realized I could get such a good discount if I just joined under her, and I would still get the discount and I didn't have to sell anything. So because there was no obligation to sell if I didn't want to, and it was not like really like a committed in stone kind of deal, I signed up. And so it's kind of like, for me, it's kind of like a Costco membership. I've said that before. It's like a Costco membership in that you sign up to get the discount, to get the exclusive offers, to be able to shop early, to get the catalog early, shop early. You also get exclusive products that wouldn't be available otherwise. I mean, there's just a lot of different aspects that I found that were very similar to joining like Costco or Sam's Club. And so that's why I wound up joining. And after 6 months, if you haven't purchased or sold, $300, then that's it. It goes away. You're done, But it was $99 and I got $125 worth of stuff. And this month is actually even better because if you sign up this month, every few months they have a different promotion. If you sign up this month, you get $125 worth of stuff for $99. Then they let you have one of the bundles, and the bundles are like $50 to $60 on average. So it's a huge bonus to sign up right now during Celebration because they have such a good deal on all the, I put my ribbon snips somewhere. Hopefully these oh, they did. Okay. And so it's really a good deal to sign up right now, but again, it's up to you. I look at it like a Costco membership, so it's been really good to me. And so anytime I buy anything, I get a discount and I earn points, and that all goes towards all kinds of free product and all this other stuff. So it's been actually really beneficial for me and really been good. And then later I decided to sell it, but again, that was after I've only done this a couple years where I've done little classes for myself. And I usually just went to my friend Candy's house because, you know, I like doing her classes. So it was only recently that within the last couple of years I decided to sell, and I just sell enough to, you know, I sell enough just to kind of break even, you know, and so that's been really nice. Okay, so you're going to take 2 pieces of this great gingham. This is called just gingham ribbon, this black and white gingham. You know, you can also color this ribbon with the blend markers. I haven't done that yet, but I'll show you guys that soon. And so let's go ahead and tape. I was looking for like a wider ribbon or something else, but it needed, you know, I was trying to see if I needed a bow here or something because I didn't like all this extra flirty flamingo. Oh, it's not Calypso Coral, is it? No, it's not Calypso Coral. This is Flirty Flamingo, you guys. This is Flirty Flamingo, I believe. Not Calypso Coral. I was thinking it was Calypso Coral, but it's not. This is Flirty Flamingo. My bad, guys. And so it's because I was thinking Calypso Coral when I wrote it. So then you go ahead and you just put your gingham to the side, and it's not perfect, you know. I don't think I have it perfectly lined. I try to get it in the middle. There we go. I think I actually did pretty good that time. I'll just throw some. So then I was telling you, I started having little $5 classes with my friends, and that basically started to pay for anything I bought from Stampin' Up, and that was all I needed. So I get a discount, and I, you know, if any of my friends order anything from any of my classes, then it pays for anything that I purchase. So it's been pretty cool. And so yeah, don't forget to sign up for that Blackberry beauty class for my birthday. I love my birthday. And so and not because of presents, I actually tell people not to bring presents. I actually just love having a good old party. I just love having people get together. And at Christmas, the reason why I like, or at birthday, the reason why I like it is because it's just for fun. There's nothing else really connected to it other than like, let's just have a good time and celebrate, have some cake and have a great time. So yeah, so it's been pretty exciting. I turned 45. Oh wow, is it raining? Oh dang, I should have gone swimming earlier. Darn, I was gonna go swimming after this video. I wasn't paying attention to the weather. I should have gone earlier. Oh well, I'll do my exercise in the house. I live in an apartment, and they just fixed the pool again. And so, let me get my dimensionals. They're kind of stuck here. I decided I wanted to pop it up. I had put it down flat, but instead I decided to pop it up. This is just a great way to use scraps, you know, to get a nice card. Wow, it's really starting to thunder out there. I wonder if it's already raining. But it definitely clouded over. All right, so we're gonna also do something on the inside of the card. Let's just get this centered. And so now I do all my fabulous stamper stuff because I signed up with Candy. And you know, it's a great value if you're gonna buy crafting Stampin' Up stuff anyway. I always find that it's a really good value. Okay, so for the inside of my card, I forgot to show you, I also put the little pumpkin on the inside because I couldn't resist not having the pumpkin inside. So there's a little trick to this pumpkin on the inside. So the first thing we have to do is we have to do our little, actually I'm gonna do this first. I'm gonna do the orange first. And you're gonna see the orange does not fill the entire, I'm gonna try it this way. The orange does not fill the entire pumpkin. It's meant to be off center. So I'm gonna stamp my pumpkin pie. Okay, well, I got that nice and solid. Well, it's still a little splotchy because I didn't have a pad underneath it. It would have been more solid if I had had a pad underneath it, but that's good enough. The inside of the card, many times, I don't necessarily have to have perfect things on the inside because people are going to write in there, and I don't know. I don't find it to be as fussy. So then we take our jack-o'-lantern. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use the pad underneath this because in order to make sure his face comes out nice and flat. Because if I don't have the pad underneath it, the jack-o'-lantern face might not be flat. All right. And it does not actually cover the entire inside of the pumpkin. It does not fill the entire inside. Now, I could go and get the pumpkin pie marker and I can color this all in. Or I can leave it like that intentionally to have just the space. Part of me wants to fill it in, so it's kind of a catch-22. On this one, I didn't fill it in. Where is it? On this one, I did not fill it in. And you can see there's like a little area off to the side here where it's open. Let me think for a minute. I might color it in with the pumpkin pie marker if I can't reach it. So it's not meant to fill in. It's supposed to leave that empty space around it. And then the hat, I forgot. I need to put the hat on top. Because the face of the cat is supposed to come out of the little pumpkin. Oh, you know what? I think instead of the hat, I think I'm going to put the little face coming out this time. Change it up. I did the hat on the other one. I love it when his face is coming on the outside of it. There we go. So cute. I love having his little face coming out of it. I mean, it is so funny to me. And actually, same thing. I think it's a little bit curved, the bottom of this stamp. So, there we go. To fill in that little gap. That's the word I was looking for earlier. I don't have my pumpkin pie marker handy, but I actually was thinking maybe I would color in the extra here so that, let's see, where is it? Yeah, no, it's way over there. To color in this extra area so that it's cleaner. But again, the intention is supposed to leave that area blank on the side. That's the intention of it. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I didn't know it until I started using it today, that's how it's supposed to be. And it's okay. I think I like it more when it fills in the whole image more. I don't remember that being in the catalog, but I'm gonna check and see. I'm gonna see how they used it in the catalog. And that way we can see the difference in how I stamped it and how they stamped it. All right, put my little card on the inside. We always need, when you're using a black card base, you always want to put a little white piece inside so that you can actually write. Otherwise, it's just gonna, you can use chalk on the inside, but I don't find that to be as good. So there's our little stamp. Oh no, it looks like I set it down on something. See, that's why you're supposed to clean your, I think I set it down on a dirty stamp. Darn, okay, so let's go to the back and see how they stamp it and if it fills it in. Here we go. All right. No, yep, it is supposed to be that way. Part of me was wondering, like, maybe my stamp set is wrong. But actually, no. If you look here, they stamp it with a, you see they stamp the pumpkin pie inside, and you see it leaves this little gap. Oh, I see. If I move it over to the side, it leaves a gap, and then it looks more round as opposed to flat. It gives like a roundness to it to where it rounds out your pumpkin. Okay, that makes a little more sense. But then on these ones, they colored them in completely. So it's intended to be that way. I'm not sure how much I like it that way. I think I like it filled in completely. So I'll probably take some pumpkin pie marker and color it in. So there is our card today, you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Oh, and this is gorgeous grape ink that I used here on the sentiment. And again, these are the perfect, this is the perfect card to use some scraps, you know, just to use some scraps to fill up your card. Nothing too crazy, just enough to, you know, this is small. These pieces are much smaller than I thought they were going to be. And the card base, this black card piece, is proportionate to, it's 4 by 2 3/4. So they kept going down in fourths pretty much in order to get it some pretty symmetrical. And so, and then the gingham. I hope you liked my little project. I forget which number we're on for this project, but 13 projects total that I'm doing, and I think I'm on number, I think this is number 6, to be honest. I think this is number 6. So thanks so much for tuning in and checking out all my stamping. And then of course, you know, we can always stamp him on white or something else, but I thought I'd just try him on green. Why not? Just for fun. And he's so funny. I love the eyes of this. This is definitely, someone with the cat made this stamp set, clearly, because it's definitely designed with that in mind. So, well, I appreciate you guys and all your support. Don't forget to go to FabulousStamper.com if you need to order anything. And feel free to check out any of my my videos on YouTube. I keep posting those as quickly as I can. And I also have, it's a kind of a short blog. I share some of my videos on my blog and some announcements and things like that, but not a lot. It tends to mainly be my YouTube and Facebook, but I'm trying to update that more. So I appreciate all your support, you guys. And if you comment and share, then I put you in for a drawing to win one of these cards. So see, this one I did the witch hat, and this one I did the little cat eyes. I think I like the cat eyes better than the witch hat, but why not? You know, it's fun. All right, well, have a great day, you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you guys soon. See you on Friday for our next project of Halloween.